Welcome to the Blue Cafe. We offer stories of infidelity, betrayal, and redemption. Please like and subscribe. Cheers. Now, on to today's story. I'm just sad. Reaching out here. Advice. I, F42, love two men. I love one, 49, and I'm in love with another, 39. Kind of a long story, but I was SA as a child. Then, I was raped as a senior in HS, by someone I had a crush on. I didn't realize until later that it was rape. My mother blamed me for the SA, which ducked me up on a whole new level. I met my husband at 18. He was 25. Was perfect until we married next year. Then the affection just disappeared. He never saw it as a child. Yet, we had a son and he's the most amazing father. So loving and affectionate to him and our dog. This has been an argument for years now. We'd blow up, then he'd get a little better, but never lasted. We were very immature for several years. He admitted a few years ago to cheating on me a few times. Never full-on sex, just making out or whatever. I honestly believe him. When I was in my mid-20s he talked me into trying swinging. Not a great idea. We weren't in the right frame of mind or mature enough for lifestyle. We got out, he got hurt and addicted to opioids, and we kinda had a semi-dead bedroom for years. He decided to get clean, but has to use a tiny bit of Suboxone. This bothered me, but was willing so he'd get off the pills. He got a master's degree, got a great paying job. His depression lifted, we got closer. Decided to spice it up and try swinging again. This time I'm 36-ish. We started having more sex, just from the idea of being with others. Before we even got with another couple I got pregnant. Our kids would be 18 years apart. I had a difficult pregnancy. Hard labor. Suffered from PPD, but he didn't acknowledge it. He pushed me into getting back into my lifestyle within 2 months of having a baby. I went with it, but also resented it a bit. In the midst of everything we suffered. I was going through my PPD, he was ignoring my needs, I got pissed and hated him for a bit. I wanted out but didn't want to split my family. I suggested opening a marriage. He went for it, a little reluctantly. He's never had self-esteem. Though he's handsome and doesn't look his age at all. He's 49 now. He immediately found a GF. She's honestly a female version of him. They hit it off and when the baby was 6 months old he spent the night with her. It killed me yet turned me on like crazy. He was fine with him having a GF, but totally went back on his word about me being able to. This caused major problems. I connected with a guy who had FWB. He and I hit it off amazingly. Hubs and his FWB were me. Well, it put bad taste in mouth for him, but we were still at the point of possibly meeting. In a totally unplanned situation, I ended up meeting him and we slept together. This had never happened before. I partly did it as a revenge thing for the way he was acting over the open situation. We realized it was wrong, and cut off communication. A few months later I hear from him. The FWB is out of the picture. We start chatting often, and revealed to each other that we both were sexually abused as children. We developed a very close bond and relationship. It's been 3 years now. In the 3 years, he's dated others, got back together with his ex-wife, and ended it again with her. He's cheered me on with my husband several times, as I have him. He's come to know him through me. He's come to care for him. This makes me love him even more. We are best friends. But I also consider my husband my best friend, in a different way. Sleeping together the first time happened at me and my husband's lowest point. He was also taking being a new father at age 46 really hard. He wasn't that involved with the baby. However, he's the most amazing dad now. Soon after he changed for the better. In the last 3 years we've been in lifestyle on and off. I made the mistake of suggesting we hook up with someone on vacation, after seeing husband depressed, because it seems like he's only happy when we're in a lifestyle of some kind because it makes me more sexual. We had a great time, and a lot of sex together. But I was kind of over it by the time we got home. He wasn't. He found a female, we connected. He couldn't perform. So I had to do all the work. And I'm not even that into women. He said he didn't want to pursue women anymore, he's good with joining me with a man. I connected with a guy, and we had a great time. He had a blast. No issues on performing. But I'm good with it not happening again. I have stressed to him that I feel like it's the only thing we have in common now, and it feels like a chore to keep us happy. He takes a major offense to that. I've started therapy. Husband doesn't understand why I need to. He feels I need to just tell him everything. He is an introvert, and really doesn't have any of his own friends anymore. I want time. I can't express this to him in a way that he doesn't get offended or hurt. It's very frustrating. My AP and I hadn't slept together in those 3 years until last Sunday. I've been really struggling with anxiety and depression from several things, especially addressing my essay in therapy, and I needed to just be in his presence. We didn't plan it at all. I honestly didn't think we'd end up sleeping together. But, it happened. This past weekend my AP broke things off with me. He carries terrible guilt that I'm involved with him. He has a right to be happy. I can't seem to pull the trigger on telling my husband I want a divorce. He's a good man, great father, and an okay husband. I know y'all are going to crucify me, but I literally have no one to talk to that would remotely understand. He confronted me tonight asking me why I'm in such a depressed state. Even jokingly asked if I'm having an affair. I of course denied. But it's eating me up. And I feel so lost. I'm just really sad all around. Wow, not sure what to say. You both need IC, and I hope you are able to co-parent with your ex. Or soon to be. If people wonder if it's good for your marriage to have an open marriage and swinging, this is a prime example of no, it doesn't work. I think your husband and you just have too much of a toxic relationship to survive. Good luck to you. Honestly, if you want to stay with your husband, you need to make him go to therapy as to why he is so unhappy. You haven't cheated really, you have been in a swinging relationship that your husband wanted, yet you never slept with anyone. So it's either divorce your husband so you can be with someone who makes you happy versus staying married because you feel you need to keep your husband stable enough to be a father. He pretty much refuses individual therapy. I'd also love for him to get on an antidepressant, but won't. Thank you for sharing your story with us. I hope expressing yourself has helped you. You need to follow your heart and do what is best for you. It sounds like things between you and your husband have been done a long time, and now you're just going through the motions and dragging things along, knowing what sparks between you are dead. The two of you need to talk and find out where you stand. If this ends in divorce, you'll need to accept that. The fact that you said he's an okay spouse doesn't even sound like you love your husband, so why are you punishing yourselves by staying with each other? You're not happy because you feel trapped. You really need to talk about this with your husband. Again, if this ends in divorce, accept it. The sooner you accept this reality, the better you'll feel. I think I need to clarify a little. I honestly do love him. When I said okay husband, I meant that he's not bad. He didn't used to be that good, honestly. But it has gotten better. My main problem with him is the fact he's never made me feel special. Never show affection or get words of affirmation. It's always me initiating everything. From dates, to kisses, hugs, sex. Though he wants sex a lot. But, it's like he just expects me to do the work. I've never had anyone make me feel special. Ever in my entire life until my AP. This is why I'm conflicted. It would be a lot easier if he were an abuser, or total asshole. Thanks so much for listening. We hope you have enjoyed today's episode. Please comment, like and subscribe. Cheers. Have a wonderful day or night. Wherever you are.